Olivia. It's been a while. Harper. Wow, this is a surprise. It's not often you reach out first. Really? I guess I've just been meaning to talk to you more lately. There's a lot on my mind, and I thought maybe you'd be the right person to talk to. Well, that's sweet of you to say. I'm glad you reached out. Though I figured you were just giving me space since my work's been a little crazy on my end. Yeah, that's exactly it. I didn't want to bother you. You're always so busy, running things and doing such important work. Don't worry about that. I appreciate your thoughtfulness, though. Honestly, I think it's amazing how successful you are. You've built such an impressive career for yourself, and I've always thought that was really admirable. I'd love to learn more about how you did it and how you got to where you are. Oh, Harper, thank you. I appreciate that. But truthfully, I think I just got lucky at the right times. It hasn't always been smooth sailing. There were some really tough years, especially in the beginning. I made a lot of mistakes. Besides, you've got Devin. He's a solid guy. You don't need to throw yourself into a career if that's not something you want to do. You've got a stable life. You don't need to chase the stress and pressure that come with the job. Maybe, but I've been thinking about things a lot lately, more than I expected to. What do you mean? Devin does work hard, and I know he tries, but looking at where we're headed financially, it's been making me nervous. I'm starting to wonder if relying on one income is really sustainable in the long run. That's a fair concern. Money, well, there's never too much of it, that's for sure. It's not just the money. Lately, I've been feeling like our marriage isn't doing so well, like something's off. Wait, seriously? That's, I didn't realize. You two always seemed so solid. Yeah, I know. On the outside, we probably look fine. Devin's polite, says all the right things when people are around, but at home, he's cold, distant. He barely talks to me unless it's about bills or errands. And honestly, I don't think he even sees me anymore. That doesn't sound like the Devin I thought I knew. He always reminded me of Matt, who's family-oriented and dependable. I thought so too, but now I'm not so sure. I feel like I'm invisible to him. Oh, Harper, I had no idea. I'm really sorry. You've been carrying this alone? Yeah, I don't know who to talk to. Everyone else just sees the picture-perfect marriage and assumes I've got it easy. But I don't. I really don't. That's why I wanted to reach out to you. You're strong. You've built something of your own. I need someone like that to talk to right now. Of course. If you ever need to talk, I'm here for you. Whatever you want to say, I'll listen. You're not alone in this, Harper. Thank you. I'd really like to have a conversation with just the two of us, if that's okay. I don't want Devin or anyone else around. I need a safe space to get things off my chest. Of course. Let's set up a time. Maybe a quiet cafe with private booths? Actually, if it's okay, could we talk at your house instead? I'd feel more comfortable there. Someplace quiet, somewhere we won't be overheard or interrupted. That makes sense. You're right, my place would be better. All right, come by whenever you're ready. We'll have the whole house to ourselves. Thank you, really, thank you. It means a lot to me. I felt like I've been screaming into the void for so long. Just knowing you're willing to listen already makes me feel a little lighter. You don't need to thank me. You're family. And even more than that, I care about you. I've got your favorite coffee stocked, and I'll pick up some snacks, too. We'll talk as long as you need. I appreciate this more than I can say. I was starting to feel like I was completely alone in this. It helps just knowing someone's in my corner. Hey, Matt, can I talk to you about something real quick?
Of course. What's up?
I was wondering, would you mind being out of the house for a bit this Sunday?
Huh? That's kind of a rare request coming from you. What's going on?
Well, Harper asked if she could come over. She said she really wants to talk.
Harper? That's unexpected. Is everything okay?
She didn't go into a ton of detail, but it sounds like there's a lot on her mind. And she specifically asked if it could be just the two of us. She wants to talk one-on-one, just woman to woman.
I see.
Is that going to be a problem?
No, not at all. If you need the house, I can make myself scarce for a few hours. I'll just head out and kill some time somewhere. That's not an issue. But
But what?
I've already heard a little bit about what's going on from Devin. He's been confiding in me lately.
I had a feeling. I figured this was going to be about their marriage. She hinted at it the last time we texted.
Yeah, I won't share too much since that's between them, but from what Devin's told me, things have been pretty tense at home. He says Harper's been pretty reckless with money. Apparently she's spending way beyond what they can afford.
Funny how you say that, because when Harper messaged me, she kept asking about finances. Like what it takes to start earning independently, how to balance things as a working woman, that kind of thing. It did seem like she was stressed about money.
Sounds like they're not exactly on the same page.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not planning to take sides. I'm going to listen and support her the best I can without judging. She needs someone to talk to, and if I can be that person, I'm happy to help.
That's probably for the best. Sometimes people just need to vent without being told they're wrong, and I'm sure Harper would appreciate knowing someone's willing to hear her out.
Exactly. Thanks for understanding, Matt.
No problem at all. I'll head out Sunday, give you two the space you need.
I really appreciate it. And I'll fill you in afterward, just so you're not completely in the dark.
Sounds good. Hope the talk helps her clear her head a bit.
Me too. Honestly, I think she's just been bottling everything up. Let's see what she has to say. Hey, Matt, do you have a second?
Of course. What's going on?
So I stopped by the convenience store earlier to grab a few things, and when I went to pay with my card,
Yeah?
it wasn't in my wallet, like completely gone.
Wait, what? Are you sure?
Yeah, I dug through every slot in my wallet, checked all my bags, even looked under the car seats just in case. Nothing.
That's weird. You have no idea where it could have gone?
No clue. I mean, I usually pay with cash, so I don't use the card often. I wouldn't have noticed it missing unless I needed it, which I did today.
So you have no idea when it went missing?
Well, I do know I had it on Sunday. Harper came over for lunch, remember? I ordered delivery, and I had to enter the security code from the back of the card. I remember pulling it out, checking the back, and putting it right back into my wallet. So I knew it was there then.
And now suddenly it's gone? That's not great.
I know, it's unsettling. I'm usually really careful with my stuff.
I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but could it have been Harper?
Come on, no way.
I know it's uncomfortable to even think it, but you said she was here, right? Alone with you, and now your card is missing?
She did ask to talk, said it was important, but we didn't really get into anything serious. Instead, she kept asking about how much I make and how much I've saved, like borderline invasive questions. It felt more like she was interviewing me about my finances than actually needing emotional support. Still, stealing a credit card of mine, that's a pretty serious leap.
I get that you don't want to believe it, but just think about the timing. She was here, asked about money, and now the card you last saw that same day is gone. You can't ignore that it looks suspicious.
Yeah, I hate to even go there, but I guess I need to. I'll reach out to her and ask.
You sure you don't want me to handle it? I can call her and keep things neutral.
No, thank you. I appreciate it, but this is something I want to deal with myself. If it was her, I want to hear it from her. And if it wasn't, I want to be the one to apologize.
Fair enough. Just promise me something, all right? If she gets defensive or anything feels off, call me right away, okay?
I will. Let's just hope this is a misunderstanding. Hey, Harper. I just wanted to come say thanks again for coming by yesterday. Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Listen, I hope this doesn't come off the wrong way, but can I ask you something? Sure, what's going on? Well, I noticed something strange. It's my credit card. It's missing from my wallet. Oh, really? Yeah, and I'm asking everyone who might have been around. I don't suppose you could have any idea where it could be, do you? Okay, this is just a little weird, Olivia. Weird? Yeah, I mean, if your card had really been stolen, wouldn't you have noticed right away? You're just realizing now, like a full day later? You're seriously too careless. Honestly, that's kind of on you. Wait, so you're saying you did take it? Yeah, I did. What the hell, Harper? Why would you do that? Because I needed the money, obviously. Simple as that. That doesn't give you the right to steal. You could have said something. You could have asked. Give me back my card right now. I'd love to return it, really, but that's gonna be a little difficult. Why? Where are you? What are you even doing? Well, funny story. I am currently enjoying a lovely little getaway overseas, all expenses paid by you. What are you talking about? You're not even in the country? No, I'm in Bali right now. There's this promo in a travel magazine I entered just for fun, and guess what? I actually won. Free tickets, 4 nights, luxury hotel, the whole thing. You never told me any of this. Didn't think it was something you needed to know. But here's the thing, prices here are crazy. Everything's way more expensive than I expected. So I thought, hey, Olivia's card is just sitting there. Might as well use it, right? Harper, this is not a joke. This is theft. You can't just go around using someone else's credit card for your own vacation. If you needed money, why didn't you just come to me? Okay, sure. And if I had asked, would you have loaned me, let's say, $100,000? Excuse me, what? You heard me. Bali's not cheap, and if you want to enjoy it in style, 6 figures is about what it takes. That's completely insane. Exactly, which is why I didn't ask. I already know how stingy you are, Olivia. You act generous, but you've never really helped anyone, so yeah, I help myself. You have no right. None. This is criminal, Harper. I hope you realize that. Oh, I'm well aware. I didn't expect forgiveness. I don't even want it. I'm just the kind of person who lives in the moment. If that means bending a few rules to enjoy myself, so be it. When I get back, go ahead and yell at me or whatever. I won't regret a thing. You are seriously out of your mind. Oh, and by the way, just so you're updated, I am currently shopping at the airport's duty-free store. Lots of cute handbags and jewelry here. I've already rung up $60,000. I'll just go ahead and charge it to your card. Are you seriously doing this? Of course. What else is your credit card good for? You're just a bitter old woman anyway. Might as well let someone fabulous enjoy the money you're too uptight to use. Honestly, you should be thanking me. Is that really how you see me? Fine, if that's how you want to play this, then I'll take the appropriate action on my end. Oh, please, go ahead and try, Grandma. Hey, Harper, just checking in. Are you finally done shopping, or are you still blowing through my card? Oh, what now? No, I'm not done yet. Still picking up a few more things. These boutiques are so gorgeous. You have no idea. I might actually end up spending around $100,000 when all is said and done. Oh, well, I suppose you can shop as much as you want, but I should probably tell you something before you go too much further. Okay, what's that supposed to mean? That card you stole? It's not going to work. Wait, what? Don't tell me you canceled it already. You froze it, didn't you? Seriously, Olivia? No, I didn't cancel it. I didn't need to. What do you mean, didn't need to? That makes no sense. You're not making any sense right now. That card has a limit. A very specific limit. Okay. The spending cap on that card is $1,000. That's it. What? Yeah, $1,000. That's all the credit that card has. So all these luxury bags, the overpriced jewelry, the duty-free splurge you were bragging about, not happening. You've got to be joking. You're a CEO. You run your own business. You make a ridiculous amount of money every year. And you're walking around with a credit card that has a $1,000 limit. That's exactly right. That card is my small purchases only card. I keep it that way intentionally for budgeting and security. It's smart finance, Harper, something you clearly don't understand. This is unbelievable. You mean I came all the way out to Bali planning to live it up, and the one card I get my hands on is practically worthless? Pretty much. If the card had been worth $100,000 or even $10,000, I would have shut it down the moment I noticed it missing. But I didn't. Because I knew you'd try to use it, and I also knew you'd find out the hard way it wasn't going to get you very far. This is insane. You're telling me I'm stuck here with a maxed out $1,000 card? I have to somehow make that last until I can get home? That's exactly what I'm telling you. Maybe next time you'll think twice before stealing from someone who's a little more careful than you gave them credit for. Wow, I seriously cannot believe this. You are so cheap, it's actually pathetic. I call it disciplined. You call it cheap. Either way, it worked. Now, if I were you, I'd stop pretending you're on a luxury vacation and start figuring out how to book a flight home because your shopping spree, it's officially over. Matt, please, I need your help.
Harper, what the hell were you thinking?
So, Olivia already told you, huh?
Yeah, she did. She just messaged me. She's upset. And honestly, so am I. Why would you do something so reckless? Stealing her credit card? Seriously?
Okay, look, I know it sounds bad, but it's not like I hurt anyone. It was a trip to Bali. I just wanted to let loose a little, enjoy life. Is that really so hard to understand?
I'm not mad because you wanted to take a vacation. I'm mad because you stole from my wife. You stole from family.
Come on! Olivia was never going to lend me the money if I'd asked, so I just borrowed the card. That's it. I didn't think it was a big deal.
That's exactly the problem, Harper. You didn't think. And even if you had asked, it still wouldn't have been okay. Taking someone's card behind their back is theft, plain and simple.
But Olivia makes tons of money. She's a successful businesswoman. What does it matter if I used a little of it? We're family, right?
That doesn't give you the right to treat her like your personal bank account.
No way that card only has a $1,000 limit. She's just pretending. You're married to a local cheapskate, Matt. I honestly feel bad for you. You could do so much better. Ever thought about getting out of that?
Excuse me? You have no right to talk about Olivia like that. I love her. I respect her. I'm not going anywhere.
I just don't get it. What's there to respect about someone who acts like a miser?
Let me tell you something since you clearly know nothing about her. Before Olivia became a successful CEO, she had absolutely nothing. She lost her father when she was a kid, grew up in a single-parent home, constantly struggling to make ends meet. She couldn't even afford college. She worked multiple jobs and taught herself everything. Every dollar she has now, she earned through years of hard work and sacrifice. That's why she doesn't throw money around. That's why she's careful. And you know what? I admire her for that. Unlike you, she doesn't waste what she has. She doesn't take what doesn't belong to her.
All right, enough. I didn't message you for a lecture. Look, I've got 3 nights left in Bali and I am totally screwed. The $1,000 limit on the card plus the little bit of cash I brought with me, it's not enough. Please, Matt, I just need a little help. Can you send me some money?
You've got the hotel covered and the flight back booked, right?
Yeah, but that's it. Have you seen how expensive things are here? I'm seriously panicking.
Then stop shopping at luxury stores. Eat cheap, keep your head down, you'll make it.
Matt, don't do this to me.
Honestly, Harper, the second you took Olivia's card, any goodwill I had toward you disappeared.
I'm begging you. Please, I'll never ask for anything again.
Why me? Aren't you traveling with someone?
What do you mean?
I mean, are you really alone on this trip? Because if you're with someone, maybe they can help you out.
Why are you asking that now? It doesn't matter. Look, I'm just asking you to help me this once. I swear I'll pay you back as soon as I'm home.
Fine. I'll send you some money, but only enough to get by.
Wait, really? You're serious?
Yeah, I'm not heartless. I get that you're in a tough spot, so you'll get some money. But on one condition, stop using Olivia's card immediately. That's non-negotiable.
Well, of course, I swear I won't touch it again. Thank you, Matt. Seriously, you have no idea how much this means right now. Harper, are you back in the States yet? Yeah, I just landed. Honestly, this trip was a disaster, and it's all your fault. Excuse me? You don't get to blame me for the mess you created. Anyway, I'd like my credit card back. Immediately. Ugh, fine. What do you want me to do? Just drop it in your mailbox or something? I'll swing by your place and toss it in there. Happy? No, actually, that won't be necessary. Instead, I'd like you to head over to the nearest police station and hand it over to an officer. Wait, what? The police? Yes, Harper, the police. What you did, taking my card without permission, that's theft. You don't honestly think I'm going to let that slide, do you? Come on, I just borrowed it for a few days. Why are you acting like I held up a bank? Do you really think that kind of excuse holds any legal weight? Let me ask you, did I ever agree to loan you my credit card? Did I say, sure, Harper, take this and use it however you'd like? No, but still, it was only a $1,000 card. You're making such a big deal over something small. Small? You think $1,000 is nothing? Maybe to someone reckless and entitled like you, but to me, that's a significant amount of money. You took it without my knowledge. That makes it theft, plain and simple. I can't believe this. You're really threatening to press charges over this? I'm not threatening anything. I'm telling you that unless you voluntarily turn yourself in and return what doesn't belong to you, I will file a police report, and you will be arrested. You've got to be kidding. There's got to be some kind of legal exception, right? I read somewhere that theft between family members doesn't count as a crime. So even if you report me, it won't go anywhere. Isn't that how it works? There are certain exemptions, but they only apply to immediate family, like between parents and children or spouses. You and I, we may be family in name, but legally, we're not considered close relatives. So yes, Harper, what you did is a prosecutable crime. No way. If you voluntarily go to the station and explain what happened, you might be eligible for a reduced sentence or even a warning, depending on how they handle it. But if I file a report first and they have to come find you, don't expect any leniency. Oh, come on, Olivia. Forget the legal stuff for a second. We're family. Doesn't that mean anything to you? It did, until you stole from me. You didn't just break a rule, Harper. You broke my trust. You went behind my back, took what wasn't yours, and treated it like a joke. But I was desperate. Then you should have come to me honestly. You had the chance. Instead, you made a choice. And now you'll face the consequences of that choice. So you're really not giving me another option? Oh, you have an option. You can walk into a police station today and tell them exactly what happened, or you can wait for the authorities to come knocking after I've reported the theft. Either way, this isn't going away. This is insane! No, what's insane is thinking you could steal from someone, go on a luxury vacation, and never face consequences. I don't take betrayal lightly, Harper. So no, you don't get to guilt me into pretending this never happened. Do I really have to turn myself in? You don't have to do anything, but if you don't, I'll handle it myself. And when I do, your record is going to reflect every bit of this. It's your decision, but make it fast. Hey, what's going on? Hello to you too. Is something wrong? Did you make it back home? Yeah, I got back to town a few hours ago. It was awful. The police detained me, questioned me, and handcuffed me for a while. I felt so humiliated. They said a formal investigation's underway. Charges aren't filed yet, but I'm not free until they finalize everything. At least you're physically back, I suppose. Turning yourself in was the best possible decision under the circumstances. That's not why I reached out. Do you know where Devin is? Devin? I don't get it. Why are you asking me? He should be home by now. His work trip was supposed to end days ago, but he never returned. He's not answering calls, not a text replied, not even a got your text acknowledgement. He disappeared. Well, turns out it's easier to disappear than face what you did. Can we not do this now? My focus right now is on figuring out where my husband is. Because I know. Wait, what? Yeah, I know where he is, because I'm still in contact with him. You did tell him everything? Absolutely. I told him you stole from me, got arrested in Bali, and treated my card like your personal ATM. I explained the whole mess, your lies, your secrets, how many times I'd extended a hand only for you to break it. Also the money that helped you scrape by in Bali. That wasn't Matt, it was Devin. What? After I explained things, he still made sure you could get home safely. But when he returned and saw more evidence than he bargained for, he walked out. Literally, I can tell you exactly where he is. Right now he's at his friend's somewhere out of state, not coming back anytime soon. I can't believe this. Let's be clear, he's not mad. I think he's more disappointed than anything. Disappointed, hurt, but not surprised. You created this with your own hands. Fine, so he left me, and I get it. I messed up there, okay? But now I am desperate. I don't have anywhere else to turn. I need to know where he is, how I can talk to him. There's a lawyer involved now. He's retaining counsel. Your marriage is unraveling faster than you can say credit theft. You're not going to walk in the door and pick up where you left off, not after everything. So this is it? Divorce? Yes, but let's expand on why this happened so fast. Because you left the country without telling him, used my card behind his back, and while he was putting his faith in you, you were chasing someone else. That other guy, he was just a rebound, a moment of feeling seen. A moment that cost you everything, including your marriage, possibly your freedom, and your dignity. That guy ditched you when your money ran low. And yes, running out of cash in Bali qualifies as low, and I hope you've learned that lesson. I'm sorry. I know I'm sorry. Save it. Sorry doesn't undo damage. It doesn't fix broken vows or stolen trust. It doesn't cancel meetings with attorneys or erase evidence of betrayal. I understand. Do you? Because saying I understand after this feels hollow. You almost destroyed a man's life over a vacation. You stole from me. You humiliated yourself publicly. I messed up. Yes, you did. But now, you want to pick up the pieces? You want Devin to come home and everything to be normal again? Please, I don't want this to be the end. I still love him. He's the person I planned my life with. Even Matt's team said nothing's impossible if I show genuine change. I want to fix this. Changing doesn't erase history. And expecting someone to accept it overnight, that's not realistic. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Counseling, apology letters, financial restitution, name it. Financial restitution is a start. You took $1,000 via theft, plus whatever you ran up in duties and fees. I'll send it to you tonight. Fine, but know this. You're not just paying to get a card back. You're paying for the emotional debt and humiliation you accrued. That's the cost of your actions. I get it. I am taking action right now. I hope so. Because if you think the apology and money changes the outcome, you are sorely mistaken. Afterwards, Harper's divorce from Devin was finalized. Due to the affair, she was hit with an enormous alimony claim. To make matters worse, she was also kicked out of the apartment they had shared. Harper tried to return to her parents' house, hoping they would offer some support, but when they found out about the circumstances surrounding the divorce, they were furious. In fact, they were so angry that they cut ties with her entirely, disowning her. Now it seems Harper is living a lonely single life, working part-time jobs to make ends meet. The life she once envisioned for herself has crumbled, leaving her with nothing but regret and isolation. She had once been a part of a family, surrounded by love and support, but all of that has slipped through her fingers in a whirlwind of poor decisions and betrayal. On the other hand, Devin, though initially shocked by the divorce, seemed to recover rather quickly. After a brief period of adjustment, he managed to get back on track and has been working diligently, focusing on his career. It appears that the end of his marriage to Harper, while painful at first, has not had as severe of an impact on him. He threw himself back into his work and hasn't looked back since. The differences in how they've handled the fallout from their marriage couldn't be more apparent. When I think about Harper's situation, I realize how deeply money can influence people's lives. Money has the power to both make and break relationships, to tear families apart and build new ones. It's a lesson I've learned the hard way. I've seen how a lack of it can lead to bitterness, desperation, and anger, while an excess can breed entitlement, greed, and an unhealthy attachment to material wealth. Both extremes can be just as damaging as the other, and I've come to realize that the pursuit of happiness cannot be solely tied to financial gain. As for myself, I'm in a fortunate position. While I've worked hard to achieve financial stability and have accumulated some wealth over time, I've learned not to let money control my life. Unlike Harper, who allowed her desires and the pursuit of material wealth to overshadow everything, including her marriage, I've come to understand that there is much more to life than money. I've made a conscious decision to prioritize what truly matters, my relationship with Matt and the happiness we share together. The realization that money isn't everything has shaped the way I approach my life. I no longer measure success solely by the amount of money I have in the bank or the possessions I own. Instead, I've come to value the moments of joy, the memories I create with Matt, and the peace of mind that comes with knowing I am building a future based on love and mutual respect. When I look at Harper's and Devon's contrasting paths, I can't help but feel a sense of sorrow for Harper. She's living a life of loneliness and regret, estranged from her family and struggling to find a way to move forward. Her decisions have led her down a path of isolation, and now she's left to grapple with the consequences of her actions. She had a choice, but her focus on money and superficial success led her astray. In contrast, Devon, though initially shaken, has managed to move on and rebuild his life. He focused on his work, took responsibility for his part in the marriage's demise, and found a way to stand on his own 2 feet. It's a painful truth, but Harper's downfall serves as a reminder of how fragile relationships can be when money, greed, and selfishness take precedence. Relationships are built on trust, communication, and respect, not on material gain. When it's understandable that we all want to live comfortably, we should never allow the pursuit of wealth to cloud our judgment or undermine the bonds we share with those we love. Looking back on my own journey, I feel grateful for the lessons I've learned. I've seen firsthand how destructive it can be to let financial matters dictate every decision, and how important it is to maintain balance in life. I've also realized that happiness doesn't come from what we have, but from who we are and who we choose to share our lives with. I've learned to appreciate the little things in life, the quiet moments with Matt, the laughter we share, and the love that grows stronger with each passing day. When I think about Harper and Devon, I feel sympathy for both of them. Harper's life is a reflection of the damage that comes from prioritizing money over everything. She pushed people away, including her own family, all in the name of material success. In the end, that success meant nothing if it wasn't backed by a foundation of love and mutual respect. Devon, on the other hand, seems to have found a way to move forward, but his story isn't without its own pain. Both of them have lost something. Harper, her family, and her marriage, and Devon, the life he once had with Harper. But even though their journeys have taken different turns, I can't help but feel a sense of clarity in my own. The lessons I've learned from their experiences are ones that I will carry with me forever. I've come to understand that life is about more than just the accumulation of wealth or the pursuit of personal gain. It's about building meaningful connections, being there for the people you love, and making decisions that are grounded in love and respect, not material desires. I've also come to appreciate the importance of gratitude in my life. No matter how much or how little we have, the key to true happiness lies in being grateful for what we do have. It's about appreciating the moments we have with those we care about, recognizing the beauty in life's simple pleasures, and never taking anything for granted. As for Harper, I can only hope that one day she will come to realize what truly matters in life. Perhaps if she reflects on her choices and the people she's hurt along the way, she'll be able to rebuild the relationships she's lost. It may be a long and difficult road for her, but it's not impossible. The key to redemption lies in taking responsibility for one's actions and choosing to make things right, no matter how hard that might be. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Hey Mike, are you coming home late tonight? I already made dinner.
Ah, shoot. Sorry, babe. I should have told you earlier that there's a dinner with a client tonight. I don't need dinner, but don't worry. Just save it for tomorrow, huh? Really sorry for the last-minute text.
I guess that's fine. But this has been happening a lot lately, hasn't it?
Come on, it's not like I'm doing this on purpose. It was a last-minute invite. These things just happen sometimes in this line of work. Actually, it's kind of a good thing. The client's CEO really seems to like me. I've been pulling in more contracts than anyone else on the team. They even gave me a little recognition last week. Feels like I'm finally hitting my stride, you know? Even I don't know what's coming next. Guess I'm just that lucky.
It's really just work, though, right?
Wow, so we're doing that again? Seriously? You think I'm lying? You're home all day with the baby and your mind just goes there, huh?
Mike, I'm not accusing you. It's just you've been out so often lately, and sometimes I don't even hear from you until hours later. And I'm here alone, all day, every day, with a newborn. I'm exhausted. I can't sleep. I barely get a minute to myself. And yeah, my mind spirals sometimes. I admit that. But it's not because I don't trust you. It's because I need you.
You think I don't get that? Who do you think is out here grinding every day to keep this family afloat? I'm doing all of this for you guys. You're on maternity leave, which means you're not working, right? So who's carrying that load? I am. I'm not running around to avoid you. I'm doing this so we're not buried in bills next month. A little gratitude would be nice instead of suspicion.
I know, and you're right. You've been working long hours, and I haven't been fair to you. I've just been overwhelmed lately. Everything feels heavy, and I guess I'm not handling it very well. I'm sorry for doubting you.
Look, I get that it's hard, but try being out there every day dealing with clients, bosses, quotas, stress, and then coming home to feel like I'm being interrogated. I'm doing my best, okay?
I never meant to make you feel that way. I just miss you. And I need help, even if it's just 10 minutes of holding the baby so I can shower. It's not just about dinner or doubts. I just wanted you here.
I see. I'll be home late tonight. Don't wait up, but I'll try to be around more often from now on. Just hold it down at home for now, okay?
Okay, be safe. Hey, Emma, long time no see. How have you been holding up lately? Hi, Martha. It's been a while. Did something happen at work? Well, I've been meaning to reach out since you went on maternity leave, but it's been hard to find the right moment. Oh, no worries at all. You actually sent me a really sweet message after I gave birth, and the gift you sent was beautiful. Thank you again. It meant a lot. Oh, I'm glad it got to you. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself first, okay? It's been about 6 months since the delivery, so my body's starting to feel normal again. Still adjusting to everything, of course. How are things at the company? I plan on working remotely once my leave ends, so I probably won't see everyone much. Honestly, I already miss the team a little. Trust me, I feel that too. Even being in a different department, it's not the same without you around. But Emma, look, I've been going back and forth on whether I should say something. I'm still not sure this is the right time, but keeping quiet doesn't sit right with me either. Did something happen with Mike? Yeah, something like that. I hate to be the one to say it, but I think he might be seeing someone else. From the company? Yeah, Alex from sales. You remember her? Of course. She was always kind of the center of attention. Even back then, she had a reputation for being, well, pretty active in the romance department. Are you saying she's involved with Mike? My Mike? While he's still married? I can't say it's 100% confirmed, but it's close. They're in different departments, but they spend a lot of time together, more than normal coworkers would. People have seen them hanging out during lunch almost daily, and recently someone spotted them together downtown late at night. Honestly, the vibe they give off, it's not professional, not even close. If it's Mike, I believe it. I hate to say that, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Wait, seriously? You're just saying that like it's nothing? Because he's done it before, twice actually, and both times it happened while I was pregnant. Are you kidding me? He cheated on you twice and now he might be doing it again? That's unbelievable. The first 2 times were with women outside the company, so I don't think the rumors ever made their way into the workplace. And yeah, he did the whole apology performance before. Dropped to his knees, cried, said he regretted everything. I forgave him both times. Emma, no. Once is already a deal breaker for most people, but twice? And now it's possibly happening a third time? Yeah, I know how it sounds. I think he genuinely believes he's untouchable or something. He always says he's lucky, like the universe just hands him wins. Maybe he thinks I'm lucky just to be with someone like him. Me, the plain wife, should be grateful he comes home at all. Hey, don't say that about yourself. You're not plain, and you're certainly not someone who should be grateful to be disrespected. If anyone here is lucky, it's him for having you. And now he's throwing that away? Maybe he thinks I'll just keep forgiving him like before, but it's different now. I'm a mom. I have someone to protect. It's not just about me anymore. If he's really doing this again, I can't turn a blind eye. Yeah, that saying, fool me once, shame on you. Well, I think we're well past 3 strikes here. You're right to take this seriously. And if you're ready to act on it, then count me in. Let me do something useful for once and play the wise old coworker for real. Thank you, Martha. Really, I didn't expect this, but I appreciate you telling me the truth. And I might take you up on that offer. I have a feeling I'll need the support. You've got it. Whatever you need, just say the word. We're going to get through this, okay? Okay, thank you again. I'll be in touch more often now. Hey, Mike, are you coming home late again tonight? Also, you said you might have plans Friday, too?
Yeah, my boss dropped a ton of stuff on me right at the end of the day. Classic, right? Just when I was about to clock out. Look, I'm gonna be stuck here for a while, so don't wait up. Eat dinner and go to bed without me, okay?
Huh, that's funny. Martha told me you actually left work right at 5 today. So where did you go? Why lie?
Wait, what? Are you serious right now? Come on, you're joking, right?
Nope, not joking. I even called the office to confirm, so how about you stop lying for once?
Is this one of those postpartum mood swings again? Okay, fine, I'll just be real with you. One of our clients wanted to go out to a club for a private business thing. It was more personal entertainment than work, if I'm honest. Not something I could tell the team or even the company. So yeah, I kept it vague, that's all.
Wow, you've really gotten good at lying with a straight face. But you might want to work on your alibis, because I know you're not with clients. I know you're at Alex's house right now. And just so you know, I didn't get that info from gossip. I asked someone to look into it.
You did what? Are you serious? You had someone spy on me without even asking?
And what exactly were you doing when I was at home alone taking care of our 6-month-old son? Feeding him, changing him, staying up all night with him, while you were sneaking around with another woman?
You know, I was actually planning to let this go if you just kept your mouth shut. But you always have to make things difficult, don't you? You seriously need to know your place. You're lucky, very lucky, to be married to someone like me. I've got insane luck. But you're just some plain boring housewife. Be grateful I even knocked you up. How many times have you forgiven me already? You knew what this was.
You're right. I did forgive you. Twice, to be exact, but not this time.
Oh, well, boo-hoo! Don't let the door hit you on the way out. If anything, this works out for me since I can finally be with Alex without hiding it. Good riddance. Single moms are a pain to deal with anyway. I feel lighter already.
You're awfully confident for someone who's about to get hit with reality. Let's see how long that smug attitude lasts.
What, you gonna start crying now? Please, you didn't leave me before because you still love me. I can see through people, you know. You kept hanging around because you need me, because you know you'll never find better. I'm a catch. Successful, charming, connected. Even Alex knows that.
Let's clear something up. The only reason I didn't file for divorce earlier was because I was pregnant. I needed to wait.
Wait for what? Labor pains to calm down or something?
No, I was waiting because in most states you can't claim child support while the baby is still in the womb. Now that our son is here and is healthy, breathing, and living, I can file for full custody and financial support. And since you clearly can't be trusted to pay over time, I'm demanding a lump sum, $200,000 up front.
What the hell? Where is this even coming from?
From research, from lawyers, from me putting our son's future ahead of my pride. That's why I held back. Not because I wanted to stay with you, because I was thinking like a mother, not a wife.
So you mean to tell me you've just been biding your time, enduring everything I said and did just to hit me with some massive child support bill? Wow, that's actually disgusting. You're more calculating than I thought.
You know what's disgusting? Cheating on your wife again while she's raising your infant son. You're lucky I'm not demanding even more. Oh, and a little reminder, Alex turns 30 this year, doesn't she? She's probably thinking about marriage. Better act fast or she might dump you looking for someone with less baggage.
Screw you! But you know what? I'm still winning. I'm making good money, I got promotions lined up, and I got people in my corner. Compared to what I'll be pulling in over the next few years, $200,000 is nothing! If that's what it takes to get rid of you and the kid, then fine! Consider it your severance package!
I hope for your sake you're not bluffing, because if that check doesn't clear, I will drag you through court. Now just stay out of my life and our son's life for good. The divorce papers are already on the table. You just need to sign.
Fine, whatever. Enjoy your new life as a single mom. Let's see how long you last. Martha, this isn't fair and you know it!
Why not? This doesn't even concern you directly, does it? Alex's relocation was a decision made by upper management. She's being moved to a regional branch in a small town. Honestly, it might be good for her. She'll have more space to focus and prove her skills without all the distractions.
But she's the top performer in sales. She's our ace. Sending her off like this, it just feels like punishment. It's not right.
I actually think it's more than fair. If anything, she got off easy. Let's just call it bad luck and move on, yeah? Besides, she got involved with a married man whose wife is on maternity leave. Once the facts came out, a lot of people lost respect for her. That's the reality.
But you're mixing business with personal stuff. That's not how it should work.
Don't be ridiculous. Disrupting workplace morale is a serious issue. Even if you two aren't in the same team, you're both in sales. Did you really think your little affair wouldn't ripple through the office? That it wouldn't affect people's trust?
Still, I don't get why you have to be so cold about it. She looked up to you.
Emma and I went to college together. Of course I want to support her. But honestly, I am disgusted by what you and Alex did. This isn't just about rules or hierarchy. This is about integrity. The workplace is built on trust and responsibility. If you can't even be accountable in your own home, why should anyone trust you here?
I just needed a break, okay? Emma used to be so supportive when I was working overseas, but ever since she got pregnant, it's like all she cares about is the baby. After the birth, it got worse because her whole world became about diapers and naps. I mean, can't she spare some attention for her husband while the baby's sleeping? She acts like taking care of the kid is a free pass to ignore everything else, including me.
So let me get this straight. Your response was to go seek comfort with another woman? You felt neglected, so you thought, why not cheat on my wife while she's caring for our newborn?
Yes, exactly! Marriage is supposed to be a two-way street, right? No one ever talks about how men feel when they're shoved aside. There's even a term now, paternal postpartum depression. I read about it. I think I was getting there. So really, this wasn't just cheating, but a cry for help. Alex understood that. She supported me emotionally.
Wow, you almost had me for a second. Look, I know men struggle too. There are real issues with dads feeling lost or unsupported after birth. But you, let's be honest.
Wait, so you agree?
No, Mike, I asked what you did to support Emma. Did you help with the baby? Did you handle any of the housework? Did you even bother to ask how she was doing?
I worked hard. I was focusing on getting promoted. Is that not enough?
You left at 5 every day and went straight to Alex's apartment. So don't talk to me about working hard. You weren't working, you were playing, and now you want sympathy?
Okay, harsh. No need to go nuclear here. So this is your version of leadership? Dragging personal stuff into performance reviews? I'm still one of the highest performers in the department. Like it or not, the company needs me.
Sales numbers don't cover up everything, Mike. You might be bringing in revenue, but your reputation? It's in the gutter. Do you really think leadership will be looking the other way forever?
You underestimate me. I'm lucky. I always land on my feet. Once I close the next quarter big, nobody's gonna care what happened with Alex. They'll forget all of this. And when I move up, we'll see who ends up looking foolish.
Well, then go ahead. Climb that ladder if you can. Let's see just how far your luck gets you once people start asking why Alex had to be transferred.
I honestly don't get what you're saying right now, but sure, I'll remember those words. Just don't act shocked when you see me in a director's chair next year.
Emma, with Alex transferred out to the middle of nowhere and Mike totally isolated at work now, it's really starting to sink in. Even the department head, who used to treat him like a golden child, suddenly flipped on him. Right. I remember hearing that the manager went through a rough divorce years ago because his wife cheated on him. So I guess cheating hits a nerve for him. He even gave this emotional rant about it once during a company dinner. Apparently it's a well-known story in your department. Oh yeah, total legend at this point. Before Mike got transferred into sales, the manager used to be in my division, so I knew him back when I was in accounting. That might explain why he initially gave Mike the benefit of the doubt. He probably thought he could trust him, maybe even saw a bit of himself in him. Could be, but Mike's the kind of guy who believes his whole professional success comes from his own brilliance. He seriously thinks that just because he was top of the sales leaderboard for a while, nothing could touch him, that he'd be untouchable forever. Funny, because between the two of us, you're the one with the real luck. You just don't walk around bragging about it. Nah, I don't think I'm lucky at all. I just try to keep my head down and not cause problems. Well, you might not see it, but everyone else sure does. Let's see how things unravel for him now.
Emma, please, I messed up. I know I did. Just help me. Everything's falling apart. I can't do this without you. I finally get it now. Things only ever worked out for me because you were there. It wasn't me. It was you all along.
Wow, that's a pretty sudden shift in tone. I'll bite. I'll listen for now. So tell me, what happened? Weren't you supposed to be happily ever after with Alex? I thought you two were going to ride off into the sunset.
You've probably already heard some of it from Martha, but no, none of it worked out. Not even close. Alex, She was ambitious. She always had her eyes set on climbing the corporate ladder. But when the whole affair went public and she got transferred out to some rural office, she lost it. She blamed me for ruining her chances. She said being involved with me was the worst mistake of her career.
Wow, so much for we'll get through this together, huh?
Exactly! She said that too when we got caught. She told me we'd power through it as a team. But when things actually got hard, she bailed. Now she's trying to move to another company, but the rumors followed her. Apparently, word spreads faster than I expected. No one's eager to take on someone with a scandal attached.
Yeah, turns out consequences are a thing. Who knew?
We even talked briefly about getting married, but I had to pay you alimony and child support, which wiped out most of my savings. And she had her own penalty to pay, too. Once we realized we couldn't even afford a wedding or a honeymoon, she just snapped. She said, "What's the point in getting married if there's nothing to celebrate?" And then she left.
Yikes. Sounds like you really had a fairy tale ending there. So now what? You're trying to crawl back because the dream didn't work out?
It's not just that. Ever since you left, everything has been going wrong. The office is different now. The air is heavier. Everyone avoids me. Even clients I used to get along with. We don't click anymore. Schedules keep falling through. Conversations are awkward. Deals I used to close in a heartbeat keep getting intercepted by competitors. It's like I'm out of sync with everything around me. Honestly, it feels like how things were before I met you.
Before me? That was, 7 years ago? When I joined the company fresh out of school and you were a second-year rep still struggling to catch up with the top performers. I remember that version of you, the one that actually tried.
Yeah! And then there was that company mixer. You and I talked for hours, remember? After we started dating, everything just clicked. I thought maybe it was the boost of confidence that helped me succeed. But the longer I think about it, it wasn't confidence. It was you. You were the reason things started going well. Be honest. Did you do something? Was it you all along?
I've told you before, I didn't do anything special. But for some reason, I've always been weirdly lucky. Good things just seem to happen around me. You know how I got this job? I helped the CEO when he tripped outside the office building. Didn't even know who he was.
Wait, what?
Yep. Another time I ended up at a bar and got seated next to a director from a partner firm. We hit it off and somehow I closed a deal even though I'm not in sales. Rainstorms stop when I go outside, elevators show up the second I push the button. It's always been like that. And somehow, people I date benefit from it too. But once they start thinking they created that luck, they start getting cocky. They stop appreciating me. They cheat, they leave, and then the luck leaves with me.
God, that's literally what happened with me. I thought I was hot stuff. Top sales numbers, new clients, promotions. And I thought it was me, all me, but it wasn't. It was you. I really messed this up.
You think? And let me remind you that this wasn't the first time. It wasn't even the second. This was the third time you cheated. Most people don't even get a second chance. You got 3. And you still blew it.
I know! You were holding our whole life together and I didn't even see it!
You didn't want to see it. You wanted to believe you were some naturally gifted genius with a golden touch. And when people tried to help you, you stepped on them to climb higher. I gave you everything. Not just the benefit of the doubt, but my time, my trust, my life. I stayed through the first affair because I was pregnant. I stayed through the second because I didn't want our child to grow up without a father. And what did you do? You threw it away every single time.
I really am sorry. I see it now. Everything good in my life had you behind it. I should have realized it sooner. Please. What about our son? Doesn't he deserve a father?
He deserves a role model, not a man who abandons his family for a coworker and then comes crawling back when life gets hard. Honestly, he's better off without you. I've already decided that I am not getting into another relationship. I am raising our son on my own. You can send the checks, but I never want you near us again.
Please, don't say that. Don't give up on me. If you cut me off now, I swear I'll crush. Everything will fall apart. Please, just one more chance for old time's sake. Consider it your final act of kindness.
You don't get to frame this as my responsibility. You didn't help me when I begged you to hold our son while I tried to cook dinner. You didn't help when I was crying in the middle of the night, scared out of my mind, exhausted and alone. You let me down while you flirted with another woman. So no, don't ask me to throw you a life raft now. This is your mess. You clean it up. And don't worry, karma seems to be working just fine without me.
Emma!
Goodbye, Mike, and good luck. You're going to need it. Emma, he's gone. Mike quit. Well, he more likely ran away. I don't think he had much of a choice. There's no way he could have stayed after everything. Did Mike screw up again? Oh, big time. His sales numbers tanked hard this quarter, and the department head finally called him out on it. Apparently he didn't take it well. He stormed off to the smoking area and just started ranting about the boss to one of the junior guys, like full-on name-calling and other personal stuff. Wait, but our department head doesn't even smoke, so what was he doing there? Well, that's the kicker. One of the juniors Mike was talking to at a meeting coming up and wasn't coming back to prep, so the department head, who happened to have a minute free, decided to check on him. Someone told him they'd seen the junior and Mike head off to the smoking area, so he went to fetch them. Oh no, that's really unlucky timing. Yeah, just bad all around. And with the way Mike's been burning bridges, no one was willing to cover for him. Once he turned the department head into an enemy, it was game over. Honestly, though, if you're bad-mouthing your boss at work, that's kind of on you. Exactly. I mean, luck or no luck, what really matters is character. And Mike, he brought this all on himself. After Mike resigned in a hurry, much like Alex, his attempts to switch careers didn't go smoothly. In the end, he found himself working in an entirely different industry. However, his misfortune didn't stop there. His lack of attention to detail led to a disastrous incident where he lost crucial documents, resulting in his dismissal from the job. And if things weren't bad enough, his personal life took a turn for the worse. The apartment he was living in was broken into by thieves, leaving the place in disarray. The damages were significant, and the time and money required to restore it to a livable condition have only added to his already mounting troubles. To make matters worse, Mike was cut off from his parents after the affair was revealed, and he's been estranged from them ever since. All his friends, who were once close, are now preoccupied with their own families, leaving Mike without any kind of support system. He's now traveling down an unhappy path with no one willing to lend a hand. Despite all of this, one has to wonder if there's a chance for him to turn things around. Is there still a possibility for a fresh start or a shot at redemption somewhere in the future? Perhaps, but that would require a significant change in attitude and character. Given his current mindset, though, it seems unlikely that he'll realize that anytime soon. It's difficult to face the truth about ourselves. People like Mike, whose lives have unraveled in such a way, often don't see where they went wrong until they've hit rock bottom. His stubbornness, his inability to acknowledge his own faults, and his refusal to act responsibly have all contributed to the mess he's found himself in. However, the truth is that life doesn't wait for us to learn our lessons, nor does it care about how unfair we think things are. It keeps moving forward, indifferent to our struggles, forcing us to either catch up or fall behind. Mike has chosen to stubbornly chase after his own version of success, not willing to acknowledge the damage he's caused to others and to himself. Without a change of heart, without recognizing the toxic patterns he's living by, it seems like a distant hope that he'll ever make it back from this. It's sad, really. Life could have been different for him, but his decisions have led him to this point. He didn't take the time to stop and reflect before making choices that would shape his future. And now it seems as though the consequences are stacking up, one after another in an unrelenting chain of misfortune. What's even more tragic is that despite all his mistakes, Mike still doesn't seem to understand the role his own behavior has played in his downfall. It's as if he's living in a constant state of denial, unable or unwilling to take full responsibility for his actions. Until he can confront himself honestly, until he can learn to change and improve, he will continue on this path of misery. But I've learned something through all of this, and it's something that I've had to learn the hard way, just like Mike. Life doesn't always give you second chances, and we don't always have control over the circumstances we face. However, what we can control is how we respond to those circumstances. How we choose to move forward after a setback is entirely up to us, and I want to be someone who faces life with a sense of responsibility, who approaches challenges with a level head and an open heart. I don't want to rely on luck or hope that things will somehow fix themselves without any effort on my part. I want to be someone who takes ownership of my life, my decisions, and my future. As a parent and as a professional and as an individual, I want to always stay focused on the things that matter most. I want to be present for my family, work hard, and give my best every day. In some ways, it's a bit easier for me. I'm not stuck in the same patterns that Mike is. I've made mistakes too, but I've also learned to take responsibility for them, to grow, and to keep moving forward. That doesn't mean life is always easy. There are always challenges, always moments when we feel like giving up or throwing in the towel, but it's how we face those challenges that determines who we become in the end. Mike, unfortunately, hasn't figured that out yet, and until he does, it seems that his path will continue to be filled with struggle and misfortune, but I can't control his life. All I can do is continue to learn from the lessons I've faced, to become stronger and more resilient in the face of adversity. I can choose to build a future that is based on hard work, dedication, and the values that matter most to me. I've come to understand that we all have a choice. Mike's misfortune may seem endless, but it's not too late for him to change. If he ever wakes up to that realization, if he can find it within himself to truly change, there may still be hope for him. But until then, I'm going to continue forging my own path, not relying on luck or waiting for things to magically improve. I'll keep working hard, keep raising my family, and keep living a life that I can be proud of. Life is a journey, and we can either walk down the road of regret or choose to make something better for ourselves. Mike may not see it yet, but if he ever takes a step back, he might realize that the opportunity for change is always there as long as he's willing to face the truth and put in the effort. Until then, I'll keep moving forward, doing what I can and hoping that one day he'll do the same. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Mom, Dad starts his retirement next month, right? That's right, Amy. Why do you ask? I was just thinking we could celebrate that somehow, you know? My husband's also thinking we should take him out for dinner or send him some gifts. Really? Oh, your dad would love that. Oh, thank you for thinking of him. It's nothing at all. By the way, what do you guys plan to do after he retires? Your dad has been talking about this for so long now. He said that he wants to take things easy together now that we're getting up there in age. He said that he's at the perfect age to start things now, and that his dreams from when he was younger will finally come true. I also have dreams of my own that I'm excited to get after. Your dreams? Oh, you're talking about opening a cafe of your own, right? That's right. I had always been the manager of that one cafe right up until I left a few years ago, right? And during that time, I had always thought about opening a cafe of my own. I see. That's why you were always working on recipes of your own at the house, right? Your cooking always looked really good, but it tasted better than most places I could go to around us. I've been pressured by your cooking as well, trying to cook as well as you do for my husband. My cooking wasn't that big of a deal. It sure was. Not only were you cooking like that, but you also had to clean, care for a kid, work a job of your own, and save money for the family, right? If that kind of cooking wasn't anything important, then what does that make my cooking? Well, if you put it that way, I can't expect to say anything else about it. I really do aspire to be like you, Mom. And the same with others, right? A lot of moms in town have come to you asking for advice all the time. One of my friends who just became a mother even says it's wonderful to have someone like you to rely on for answers, especially when it comes to cooking. So if you have people like that all around you wanting your advice and help, then I'm sure you'll have what it takes to open your own successful cafe. Thank you. But there are other things that I'm worried about. Like what? Well, years ago, your dad started to work later and later into the evening, which led to him never really being home anymore. Again with that? He's way too old now to be going out with other women behind your back. And I believe the same thing, but you're fine. You both have talked about retirement together for the longest time now, right? If he was having an affair, he would never speak with you about such things all the time. How about you just trust Dad and what he has going on, all right? I understand. Thank you, Amy. No worries. I'm sure you're so excited for retirement with Dad that it's brought along a little anxiety is all. Thank you. I'm sure it will all be fine. Hey, I know I've said it already, but congratulations again on your retirement.
Thanks. And hey, sorry about yesterday. There was a retirement party after work and it got a little wild. I didn't make it home, obviously. Kinda lost track of time.
Oh, don't worry about that. Seriously, it's your big moment. I hope they celebrated you properly and made it feel special.
Yeah, they went all out. It was a good send-off. Anyway, I'm headed home now, but once I get back, there's something important we need to talk about.
Important? Is this about the cafe idea? I actually wanted to talk to you about that too. I've been looking into properties and I think I found a great little space, really good location. I was hoping to sit down with you and go over some of the details.
No, it's not about the cafe, it's something else. What I wanted to say is, I think we should get divorced.
What? You want a divorce?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while now. Honestly, even before retirement. I just didn't say anything until now because, well, I was waiting for the right time, I guess.
I don't understand. Why are you bringing this up now? Did I do something wrong? Did I say something that upset you?
It's not about you saying or doing anything specific, but look, we've been married for what, 40 years now? We raised Amy, built a life. I worked day and night to support you both. And through it all, I never really had time for myself. Not a moment to just breathe as my own person.
That's marriage, isn't it? You sacrifice for each other, you build something together. That's what we did, isn't it?
Sure, and we did that. We did the whole thing, but now I'm done. I did my duty as a husband and father for 4 decades. That's enough. I just want to live the rest of my life quietly. So please, pack your things and move out. I need to be free of this.
You can't just say that and expect me to vanish. What am I supposed to do without you? We had plans. We promised each other that after retirement we'd open a cafe together. You said we'd grow old side by side. You told me that.
Yeah, well, things change. Let's not pretend your life would have been the same without me. You had food on the table because I busted my back for this family. Every late night, every early morning, it was all for you and Amy. I gave up everything for you two. My time, my freedom, everything.
That's not fair. I didn't just sit around. I took care of the house and worked part-time when I could. I was always there. I supported you, even when you were too tired to talk or too angry to listen. I was there. I chose to be there.
Shut it. 40 years I played the good husband. I didn't complain. I didn't stray. I just kept things going. And now you want to act like I owe you something? I can see right through you. You're scared. That's what this is. You're terrified because you know you've relied on me for everything. You're just trying to hold on now that the money's about to stop.
That's not true. I'm not asking for anything. You can take everything. The house, the money, the savings. I don't want a cent. Just, please, don't end this. Please don't make me be alone now. At this age, if you throw me away, what am I supposed to do?
You serious? You saying I can have everything, even the part you'd normally get in the divorce?
Yes, I mean it. Take it all. Just let me keep our marriage. Let me keep being your wife. That's all I want.
You know what? Since you're begging so hard, I'll wait. I won't file just yet. Guess you're lucky I'm such a kind, patient husband, huh?
Thank you. Really, thank you for that.
Don't get it twisted. I said I'd wait, that's all. Eventually, we are getting divorced. That's non-negotiable. Start packing. And don't forget what you said about the money. I'm holding you to that. Got it?
Hey, Wallace, I know you're busy. I'm so sorry to bother you, but I wanted to talk to you about what I said the other day, about giving you everything.
Just so we're clear, I only agreed to postpone the divorce because you begged me to. So if you're about to backpedal and say you don't want to give me all the money anymore, don't even try. I'm not entertaining that nonsense.
No, I'm not trying to go back on anything. I promised, and I'll follow through. All the assets and everything will go to you, just like I said. But we're not officially divorced yet, right? So I can't legally transfer everything immediately. And honestly, after everything, I'd feel guilty if I didn't at least make sure you had access to some of the money now. It's the least I can do since you've been accommodating my selfish request to hold off on the divorce.
Well, the only funds I've got access to at the moment are my retirement payout. That's it.
Right? That's what I figured. So I was thinking it might be more helpful if I started moving money from my account into yours now. That way, you don't have to wait. But there's a catch. If I try to transfer the whole amount all at once, we'll get slammed with a massive tax.
What? A tax? You've got to be kidding me! There's no way I'm letting some tax agency cut into what's mine! That money is mine! I'm not giving up a single dollar to taxes! Got it?
I knew you'd feel that way, which is why I already spoke to an accountant. They told me there's a workaround. If we treat the transfer as a loan, not just on paper, nothing real, then it won't be taxed.
A loan? Why the hell would I need to borrow my own money from you?
It's only a technicality, I swear. Legally, we'll call it a loan, but in reality, it's just a way to move the funds to you immediately without losing any of it to the government. You won't owe anything. There's no real interest, no repayment, nothing, just signatures and forms.
If it's just paperwork and the money still ends up with me, then I guess it's fine.
Great. Also, since we're talking about finances, I thought now would be a good time to finalize the asset division as well. I'll be transferring some of my holdings to your name, so we'll need to recalculate the total distribution anyway. It's just to make sure everything's clean and organized. I hope that's all right with you.
Do whatever you want. End of the day, it's all coming to me anyway, right? And let's not forget that the only reason you still get to be my wife right now is because I haven't pulled the trigger yet. We're still married because I allow it.
I haven't forgotten. You're right. But for me, staying married to you means everything. I'd rather lose everything than lose you.
Then we've got no problem.
Thank you. And I'm really sorry to ask, but I'll need your signature for the bank and legal documents. They won't process anything without your approval.
Annoying, but whatever. You handle the paperwork, make sure everything's ready. But let me be clear. If you try to trick me or sneak in anything shady, we're done! I'll file for divorce on the spot. Got it?
Dad, has Mom said anything to you lately about money? Like, has she been pushing anything on you?
Huh? Yeah, she's brought it up a few times. Why? What's this about?
Oh no, don't tell me you already signed something.
Yeah, I did. She asked me to sign some papers last week. I thought we were just settling things early. What's the big deal?
Oh God, she was actually serious about it.
Okay, enough already. What are you talking about? Can you stop being cryptic and explain what's going on?
All right, so here's the truth. That whole thing about Mom giving you all her money and assets, it was a lie, a setup.
What? No way, that's not possible! I literally watched money transfer from her account into mine! It's done! It's real!
I know, I don't have all the legal details, but I'm telling you, she planned this. Whatever she's doing, it's part of some bigger scheme. I think she's trying to trap you.
Trap me? How? That money's in my name now! The transfers already went through!
I get it, but before she did all that, she came to me and said something that made it really clear this wasn't just about money. She told me she'd never forgive you for throwing her away, and that she was going to make sure you paid for everything. She even tried to get me to help her set things up so she could catch you in the act or push you into some kind of corner.
Okay, but hold on. You've always been closer to your mom than to me. Why are you suddenly siding with me now? Why are you warning me instead of helping her?
Because, honestly, she's scaring me now.
Scaring you?
Yeah, ever since you kicked her out of the house, she's been living with us, right? But she's not the same person anymore. She's been trying to drag my husband into her little revenge plan. She keeps making these weird comments like we're in this together, like it's some war she's fighting and we're just her soldiers. It's uncomfortable, and honestly, I don't even feel safe having her in the house anymore. I never thought she'd be like this.
Huh. She's always been possessive. I was her entire world, whether I liked it or not. I guess once I made it clear I wanted a divorce, she finally snapped.
I think so too. I don't know what she's turning into. I can't support her when she's like this.
Well, thanks for being honest, but it might be too late anyway. I already signed those documents. I already accepted the transfers. What now?
I thought about that too, and I overheard something. Mom was talking to a lawyer. I didn't catch everything, but from what I could make out, this is serious.
Wait, what? She's got a lawyer involved?
Yeah, she's not just talking, she's actually building a legal case around this. And from what I gathered, the money that's in your account, it's technically still under her name.
What? You're telling me that even after transferring it, she still somehow owns it?
Pretty much. If you don't act soon, she could take all of it back, every last cent. She's just waiting for the moment to strike.
You've gotta be kidding me. She planned this far ahead? I thought I was finally free. What am I supposed to do now?
Convert everything. Take whatever's in that account and turn it into tangible assets, things that can't be taken away easily. Put it all under your name, not hers.
Like a house? A car?
Exactly, something real. She can't pull that out from under you.
You know what? I have been thinking about getting a new car, and maybe even a little place out in the countryside. I'm retired after all. Might as well enjoy it while I still can. No job to tie me down anymore. This might be the perfect time to make that move.
Just don't wait too long. You need to get ahead of her before she tries anything. If she freezes that account or files anything with the court, it'll be too late.
Got it. Amy, thank you. I mean it. I didn't expect you to be the one in my corner, but I'm glad you are.
Of course. Honestly, I'm just glad you believed me. Now, good luck and be fast, okay? Wallace, I know we've been through a lot, but I still don't want to get divorced. I've been thinking about it nonstop. Is there really no chance you've changed your mind?
Of course not! Why would I change my mind now? If anything, I finally see you for who you really are. We're getting divorced. End of story!
What are you talking about? My real self? I don't understand what you mean. But just know this, if you go through with this divorce and realize you made a mistake, it'll be too late.
You think I'll regret it? Me? That's hilarious! If anyone's gonna regret anything, it's you! I'm walking away free, and you're the one who'll be stuck with nothing!
I already regret it, not because of money or pride, but because I don't want this marriage to end. I never did. Losing you hurts more than I thought it would.
Spare me the act. I know exactly what you were trying to pull. You pretended to want to stay married just so you could delay things, all while draining my accounts behind my back. You wanted to steal everything before the divorce was finalized.
Oh, that's not true. How can you even say that? Do you really think I'm capable of something that cruel?
Don't play innocent, and don't try to change the subject either. I see exactly what you're trying to do here. Deflect and distract. Classic move.
I wasn't trying to change the subject. And even if I was, so what? That doesn't prove anything. You don't have a shred of real evidence to back up your claims.
I don't need evidence. You forget, I've been married to you for over 40 years. I know all your little habits, all your tells. You always dodge questions when the truth gets uncomfortable. This isn't the first time, and it won't be the last. I told you before that your schemes don't work on me. I see through everything.
Damn it, it was Amy, wasn't it? She told you. She's the one who ratted me out.
Bingo! Even your own daughter couldn't keep watching you dig this hole. She saw through your lies too. And thanks to her, I took precautions. I converted all the liquid cash into assets like cars, a vacation home, things in my name only. There's not a dime left under your name. Whatever trap you were setting, it's done. Your little plan is finished.
No, I can't believe this.
Believe it, I win. Now just accept it and sign the divorce papers already.
I guess there's nothing left to say, is there? You've made sure I have nothing. Not money, not a home, not even the love of our daughter. You got everything you wanted. I only ever wanted to make you regret walking away. I wanted you to see what you lost. But maybe I was the one who lost everything in the end.
That's right. You did lose everything. You've got no money, no house, no family. Congratulations. You get to spend the rest of your sad little life alone and broke. Enjoy your miserable retirement. Goodbye, loser. What the hell is this? What the hell is going on, Raquel?
Oh my, you sound flustered. Did something unexpected happen? You sound like you're in a panic. Is something troubling you, perhaps?
Don't play dumb with me. You know what this is about. I just got a call from a lawyer. Your lawyer, I assume. They were telling me I have to pay back the money you loaned me? What the hell is that about?
Well, you did sign a loan agreement, didn't you? You agreed to borrow the money, and the contract clearly states that repayment is due within 1 month. I trust you can read the fine print.
That contract was supposed to be symbolic! You told me it was just a formality! A way to avoid tax penalties! You said there'd be no real consequences!
Oh? Didn't Amy already tell you that I was lying to you? If you believed her when she warned you that I was setting you up, then surely you realized that the loan contract wasn't for tax purposes at all.
She did say something like that, yeah! But she also said if I converted the funds into assets under my name, I'd be in the clear!
And that, my dear, is where you misunderstood the entire situation.
Misunderstood? What do you mean?
Transferring the money into your name doesn't erase its origin. That money was never officially awarded to you in the divorce settlement, and you used it before the divorce was finalized, while the money still legally belonged to me. So in the eyes of the court, you used shared property, my property, without consent. Which means everything you bought with that money, like cars and the vacation home, even your little shopping sprees, are all subject to asset redistribution. They'll be pulled right back into the divorce calculations.
No way! You're telling me the car I bought and the vacation home too? They're not protected?
Not even close. In fact, the moment you spent that money, knowing it wasn't legally yours yet, you crossed into the territory of financial misconduct. You prematurely used funds that hadn't been allocated, and that's called misappropriation. The court now has every right to penalize you by reallocating the remaining assets in my favor.
That's insane! You told me! You promised me! You were giving me everything! You said you didn't want the money!
And where's the signed contract proving that? Did I ever sign anything saying I was gifting you my entire estate?
No! It was just verbal! You said it over text! That's it!
So no legal documentation, then. Well, that makes it a meaningless promise. I can say I was only transferring the money temporarily, that I never intended to give it up permanently, and the court will believe me. After all, your actions weren't protected by any binding agreement. So if this goes to trial, guess who walks away the winner?
This is wrong! This is absolutely ridiculous! You manipulated everything!
Wrong? Nothing I did violated the law. You agreed to the loan, you signed every page. You also agreed to the redistribution of assets. And just because you didn't read the fine print or anticipate the consequences doesn't mean I did anything illegal, even if your final payout is less than what you expected. Too bad. You agreed. All of this happened with your full consent.
No! If this keeps up, if the court sides with you, I'm gonna lose everything!
Yes, that's right. I'll recover every last cent. You'll lose the money, the house, the car, the vacation home, all of it. And since that loan contract is legally binding, you'll also owe me repayment, plus interest. Congratulations. You'll be broke and in debt.
This can't be happening!
Oh, but it is. You thought you were so clever. Thought you could cast me aside, walk into retirement with your freedom and my money. But now you're left with nothing. No assets, no home, and even Amy doesn't want anything to do with you anymore.
I can't believe this! How could you do this to me?
Isn't it obvious? You disregarded me like trash after 40 years of marriage. You thought I'd just disappear quietly? No, Wallace. The one who ends up regretting this divorce was always going to be you.
Hey, Amy! What the hell is this? What am I supposed to do now? I did exactly what you told me to do, and now your mom is about to take everything from me!
Huh? That's strange. Oh well, better luck next time?
Better luck next time! Are you kidding me right now? You told me to hurry up and move the money. You said I had to act fast before your mom tried anything. So I rushed to buy the car, the vacation home, everything. And now I'm about to lose all of it and end up in debt to your mom? If this goes through, I'll be ruined. My life will be over. Don't you get that?
Oh, I get it. Totally. That's what we're aiming for, after all.
Wait, what? What do you mean you were aiming for that?
I meant exactly what I said. You're surprised? You seriously thought I was on your side?
But you told me yourself that you were turning your back on your mom. You said you didn't like what she was doing, that you were uncomfortable. You told me about her plan to trap me.
I sure did, because she asked me to. She needed someone to feed you just enough information to scare you, to get you flustered and make you start spending wildly. I just played my part, just like she wanted.
You set me up from the beginning?
Obviously. You even said it yourself, didn't you? That I was always closer to Mom than you. So why in the world would I betray her for you?
This is insane! All of this just because I divorced your mother after retiring? I didn't do anything that bad. I didn't deserve all of this.
Didn't you? Are you seriously still trying to play the victim?
What are you talking about?
Dad, you've been cheating on Mom, haven't you? You've been going on for about 3 years, right?
What?
You were planning to wait a little after the divorce and then marry her. Your precious little side piece. That was the plan, wasn't it?
How do you even know about that?
Mom's not stupid. She suspected it for a long time. She's been picking up on things, your late nights, your evasive answers, the way you started pulling away. But she didn't have proof, so she tried to believe in you. She told me she wanted to trust you, and I, the idiot that I was, tried to reassure her. Told her she was just overthinking things.
Then why now?
Because the moment you announced you wanted a divorce, the second you retired, it all clicked. You didn't even wait a few months. You were just done. That's when she knew, and that's when we started looking into it. She stalled the divorce proceedings just long enough to get the evidence she needed.
So, this whole financial disaster I walked into, that was all part of the plan? Just to buy her time?
Yep, 2 plans running at the same time. Plan A, make you spend everything before the money legally became yours. Plan B, use that window to gather solid evidence of your infidelity. You were so busy worrying about losing money that you didn't even realize the real trap was behind you.
I can't believe this! Everything, every move I made, she was behind it all?
That's right. Oh, and just so you know, Mom already spoke to your little girlfriend. They made a deal. She agreed to break all ties with you in exchange for a reduced compensation amount. So even your mistress bailed on you.
No way! So I've got no one left?
That's what it looks like. But hey, you are finally free from this family you didn't want anymore. Isn't that what you said you were after? Congratulations. You got exactly what you asked for.
Raquel, I was wrong about everything. Please, help me. I can't do this anymore.
Oh, stop whining. You think it's over? This is only the beginning.
Beginning? I've already lost everything! The house is gone, my so-called girlfriend ran off the moment things got difficult, I'm drowning in debt to you! What more could there possibly be? What future are you even talking about?
Silly you. There's still one more thing I need you to do.
What now?
I'll be filing for emotional damages, infidelity, compensation. You'll be expected to pay the full amount.
Are you out of your mind? You already took everything! You cleaned out my finances and I still owe you money on top of that! You're seriously coming after more? I have nothing left! How am I supposed to pay you?
Whether or not you have money isn't my problem. It's my right to pursue compensation for the pain you caused me. You cheated, you lied, you walked away from 40 years of marriage like it was nothing. You think you don't have to face the consequences just because you're broke? Oh, you'll pay. You'll pay everything. The debt and the compensation.
I can't! Please, I admit it. I was the one who messed everything up. I left you. I was arrogant. I thought I'd be happier without you, and I was wrong. I'll repay the debt, every last cent, even if it takes me years. But don't hit me with this lawsuit. I can't take any more. I'm begging you.
Unbelievable. You were my husband for 4 decades, and you still don't understand me, do you? After everything I endured, all the sacrifices, you never really saw me. You only saw what you thought you controlled.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I understand you better than you understand yourself. I always have. You're clever, sure, but you're also reckless and sloppy when you think you're winning. You underestimate me. You always did.
That's not fair!
Isn't it? I knew how you'd react. That's why I played the part. At first I cried to you, begged you not to leave. It gave you the upper hand. Then I let Amy leak the truth, that I had a plan. You thought you had it all figured out. You thought you had turned the tables.
I did think that, yeah.
Exactly. And once you believed that, you let your guard down. You spent like a fool, thinking you were one step ahead. You never once stopped to question why everything was so easy, because in your mind, I was just the helpless housewife you supported. No way someone like me could outplay you, right?
I got cocky. I forgot how much you did, how much you put up with. I'm sorry, truly.
Don't worry, I'm not bitter anymore. I'm not even angry, because I'm finally free. And now I get to live my life without you, without your shadow hanging over me.
Please, wait! I get it now! I swear I do! I was selfish, but I'm begging you to give me a second chance! Let's try again! I'll be better! I'll treat you the way you deserve! Just don't leave me like this!
You still don't understand, Wallace. I'm not leaving you. I'm giving you something.
Giving me something?
A gift. You never got a proper retirement present, did you?
What?
So here it is. Exactly what you always said you wanted. A quiet, peaceful retirement. No nagging wife, no responsibilities, no noise, just freedom. The life you claimed to crave for years.
Raquel, please don't!
Isn't this the happiest ending you could ask for? You're finally free. Enjoy every minute of your long, silent retirement. Mom, is it just the coffee filters we're short on? If there's anything else missing, I can go grab it now while I'm out. Just the filters, sweetie. I'm so sorry. I really didn't expect to run out this fast. I thought the order we placed with the supplier would be enough. Next time I'll be sure to stock up more in advance, just in case. That just means your cafe is thriving, doesn't it? I always knew your food was amazing, but I had no idea your coffee was that good, too. Have you been secretly practicing all this time? Well, after you got married and moved out, I started thinking more seriously about opening a cafe one day. So I quietly began gathering tools and learning more about coffee. Little by little, I just prepared myself for when the time felt right. That makes total sense. I mean, you were a cafe manager back in the day. Of course you'd be amazing at it. I still have a long way to go. To be honest, I wouldn't have been able to open without the money I got from your father after the divorce. That gave me the push I needed to get started. But now, it's up to me to make sure the cafe doesn't run at a loss. And to think you used to talk about wanting to take it easy in retirement, but now you're working harder than ever. Well, I'm proud of you, and I'll help out as much as I can. I'll be your part-time helper anytime. I guess a quiet life just didn't suit me after all. I'm enjoying every single day. It still feels like a dream, but it's a dream I want to keep living. So I'll keep working hard to make sure it never ends. My cafe, which I'm fortunate enough to manage, has been thriving beyond expectations. So many people have been coming in, and it's great to see that the regulars have started to form over time. The local moms, Amy's friends, even some of the people I've been advising for years have been stopping by, and now more and more people have started coming to me for advice as well. As a result, I've become known as the cafe's master who gives advice, a bit of a local character, really. It feels good to know that people trust me enough to seek my guidance. Amy, who works as a part-timer, is, of course, a part of the cafe's daily rhythm. She's joined by her husband and their adorable grandchild, who brightens up the cafe every time they come in. Surrounded by such lovely people, I've been able to live a happy, fulfilling daily life. On the other hand, there's Wallace, who has lost everything: his money, his house, his family, and his affair partner. He's now caught up in an endless cycle of work to pay off the debt he owes me. The dream of a peaceful, carefree retirement is far from his reach now. While I'm busy running the cafe, it seems we were more alike as a couple than I had realized. Wallace, too, must be living the quiet, lonely retirement that I gifted him. He must be thoroughly enjoying the solitude at his old age, just as I intended. It's somewhat amusing when I think about it. He once thought that he could have it all. He imagined that his life would be filled with comfort, ease, and affection, but reality has proven to be a different story. When we were together, I always knew that Wallace had a tendency to overestimate his own abilities. He would often boast about his future plans and dreams of a peaceful, well-earned retirement, but none of it ever felt real to me. I could see through the illusion. Now I'm left with this cafe, a steady income, and the satisfaction of building something real with my own hands. And although it might sound strange, I've come to appreciate the peace and independence that has come with losing Wallace. I can take pride in the fact that I've built something from nothing. The cafe, which once existed only in my imagination, has grown into a bustling business that brings joy to so many people. Each day feels like a new chance to connect with others, and the trust I've earned has been incredibly rewarding. Wallace, on the other hand, is working tirelessly to repay the debt he's accumulated. From what I hear, he's been working day and night, barely able to catch his breath. The stress and pressure have certainly taken their toll on him. His dream of a peaceful old age is now just that, a dream. It's almost poetic in a way. While I'm here, surrounded by friends, family, and customers, living a life of fulfillment and joy, Wallace is stuck in a cycle of regret, unable to break free. I suppose it serves him right. He thought he could have it all: the family, the affair, the wealth, and now he has nothing. What he thought he could take for granted has slipped through his fingers, leaving him with only the consequences of his actions. As for me, I couldn't be happier. The cafe has brought me a sense of purpose and satisfaction that I never realized I was missing. I've made new friends, built strong relationships, and found peace in the work that I do. It's hard to believe that just a few years ago I was uncertain about where my life was headed, and while Wallace may be struggling to repay his debts, I've moved on. The bitterness and resentment that once lingered have faded with time. In a strange way, I almost feel sorry for him, but at the same time I know he only has himself to blame for the choices he made. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.